Alright guys, I'm back. I've actually been moving into a new place for the past couple weeks. I haven't really had any time to make any videos because of that. And I've actually made a Discord here to keep you guys updated, just in case something like this does happen again. I can still kind of post without having to make YouTube videos. And I will include the link to the Discord in the description below. So that being said, let's head down to the charts. Taking a look at APE on the daily chart, it's actually looking pretty bad here. You can see that we did find support off of this 1618 level, and we actually had a pretty decent pump from the bottom here to the top. It was around a 90% move, so pretty good. But it did not send us into a new uptrend, and we are currently retesting this 1618 level again. Typically, when you see something like this, where we find support off of a area of support, come back down to retest it, set a lower high, and then come back down to retest it, usually these are pretty bad signs. That means this area is wearing out as support and will likely break it to the downside. So we could very well move all the way down to this 2618, which is sitting around $2. So just keep that in mind. When Bitcoin did something like this in 2017, we pretty much saw a flash crash after we broke the support level. Another thing to mention on the daily chart is we have printed the EMA ribbon, and you can see that we have yet to test it. We're usually on the first test of this, we find another rejection that pushes us lower, especially on the daily chart. So that's something to keep in mind. Hopping down on the 4-hourly, you can see that the EMA ribbon has kept us in this downtrend for quite some time. Really, the only good thing that I'm seeing here is that we have tested the EMA ribbon quite a bit this move to the downside, as well as the Ichimoku cloud getting smaller. So really, APE needs to make a decision relatively soon, or else it's just going to keep getting squeezed. The daily EMA ribbon is going to come up and catch up with the price action and likely push us lower to that $2 mark. Really not a whole lot to say on the hourly. We can see we've been pretty much moving sideways throughout this range, so the Ichimoku cloud and the EMA ribbon really haven't been giving us good information. Here you can see we did find a little bit of a trending move back to this green box of support, but ultimately it's just been kind of chopping around within this range. So to sum things up here, again, it's looking pretty bad. As I mentioned before, usually something like this indicates that we're going to break support. And if we do break support, we'll likely find a move all the way down to $2.1 at the 2618 here on the Fibonacci retracement. If we don't find a bottom at the 2618, our next stop will likely be the 3618, which is sitting around 83 cents. And really considering that there's not much price history down here, it could very well stop wherever it wants. It could stop halfway between here. It could even break the 4236 to the downside. But really, these levels are something that we really need to watch out for potential bounces or even a bottom. If we do somehow manage to break out of this to the upside, our next stop is probably going to be at these previous lows right here, which is around $10. And really, until we start breaking some of these previous zones of resistance to the upside, as well as some previous all-time highs, we won't be in an uptrend, and we'll likely continue to find a further move down. So this is all I have for APE today. If you enjoyed this video, go hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, go and do so. If you want to join the Discord, I have posted the link to it in the description below. As always, this is not financial advice, and I'll see you in the next one.